Welcome, card fighters. Today I'm going to bring you through what my beliefs are the best 10 heart cards to use for Holy Dragon Crystaluster Dragon. Do remember, this is my opinion, not fact. So if you want to voice your opinions, you can, but remember to be nice to others in the comments below. So without further ado, Holy Dragon Crystaluster Dragon. So its stride skill is choose one or more with the sum of their grade 3 or greater from your hand and discard them. Stride this card on your Vanguard face down. Act once per turn. Turn a card from your G-Zone face up, and until the end of turn, this unit gets all the original abilities of that heart card. Then it has a GB3 skill. If you have 3 or more grade 2 or greater units, when your opponent would call from his or her hand to Guardian Circle, he must call 3 or more at the same time. With that GB skill having a battle drone skill, it pushes it over the top, but can help close out many games. With combos you can do with this is crazy. Being a great first stride, then going into this again, closing out the game completely. So without further ado, here is number 10. Sanctuary Guard Arc Dragon. Its continuous skill, Vanguard, Generation Break 2, during your turn, all your grade 1 or less units get plus 5k power. That is what we're going to worry about from Sanctuary Guard Arc, because if you stride on top of this with this, it will not gain its secondary effect. So, with Sanctuary Guard Dragon was a notorious deck back in G era for being able to sit on grade 1 and rush your opponent down. Now, with Crystaluster Dragon skill, you can have all your grade 1s gain 5k each, so making more powerful columns, especially if you use 8ks, making 26 columns. Number 9. Prevail Jewel Knight Yovane. Act. He has a Legion skill, and it searches out Jewel Knight Sword Mai. And his auto Vanguard skill is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your unit is Legion and the number of units you have with Jewel Knights in its card's name is 6 or more, this unit gets plus 5k and a crit. Auto Vanguard, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 2k until the end of turn. So with that ability, you can Legion, and you can have an inherent crit for playing the deck like you normally would. I mean, it's fast-paced. It's not as strong as it used to be because they haven't printed out any new Jewel Knights in a long time, but if they do, this will benefit the Jewel Knights massively. Number 8. Majesty Lord Blaster. So, has a continuous Vanguard skill. If you have a card named Blaster Blade and a card named Blaster Dark in your soul, this unit gets plus 2k and a critical. Auto Vanguard. Choose a name Blaster Blade and a unit named Blaster Dark from your rear guard and put them into soul. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 10,000k until the end of turn. Similar reason why with the Jewel Knight, instead you get to have extra power if you put Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade into soul to gain 10k. I know that so far it has been gimmicky at best, but promise you this list gets better. But without the information from the V-Series version, though, this Majesty Lord Blaster makes a cut. Once we know, I might swap out my list and change around this. Number 7. Higher DDT Knight Altma. Auto Vanguard, Soul Blast 1 with a Brave ability. With this unit is placed on Vanguard, or when your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card with the Brave ability, not named Higher DDT Knight Altma, and call it to rear. Shuffle your deck. Great skill, placing all that, and the stride. So, Auto, Vanguard, Rear, Generation Break, 2 Brave. Activate with when you have 3 or less cards in your hand. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Brave ability, this unit gets plus 5,000 and a crit until the end of battle. With the ability to be able to take advantage of the higher DDT Knight Alt Miles effect, you can get the stride off, call a unit, then have its GB skill be active with the battle drone skill, pressuring the opponent consistently. It is a great finisher for this original G era deck, so making it be able to outpower your opponent and be able to do the multi-attacks that this deck used to do, now having to be able to make your Vanguard have the Brave still is fantastic. Number 6. Larity Knight Gancelot. So, his skill, all of your Blaster Blades on Vanguard or Rearguard gets plus 10k. Continuous Vanguard. During your turn, if your opponent's Vanguard is greater 3, your front row circles with Blaster Blade on them become Vanguard circles. So, with the ability to give your Blaster Blade 10k power and having your Blaster Blades be able to drive check, you get to be able to plus 5 drive checks a turn, or you can do 4 and then have your Blaster Blade swing with a drive check crit plus. So, number 5. Aerial Divine Knight Altmile. Continuous skill. If you have no face-up cards in your damage zone, all of your grade 2 units get plus 10k and 5k shield. If your soul has an alt mile card in its card name, this unit gets plus critical 1. Axe skill, Vanguard, cost, counterblast, soul blast 1. Call up to 1 grade 2 from your deck and drop zone to rear, shuffle your deck. So with the new support of alt mile in the V era, you gain the advantage of its skill power and having the name alt mile, giving you full access to alt mile support through the V era and G era. Knowing that this card can multi-attack like crazy with all its support means this card could push alt mile back up to top alone. So number 4. Number 4 is kind of a mixture of two because they're kind of always hand in hand. King of Knight Alfred and Monarch Sanctuary Alfred. So Monarch Alfred's skill is all your Blaster Blade on rear guard or guardian get plus 10,000k and 5,000k shield. Auto Vanguard, when you place counterblast, soul blast 1, return a blaster blade from your drop zone to hand until the end of turn. This unit gets plus 15k, and if you have an Alfred in its card name is in your soul, this unit gets critical plus 1. Monarch Sanctuary second ability will not be used very often because it does not gain the auto skill because it wasn't placed. But you could go King of Knights Alfred instead with the axe skill. Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 blaster blade, call it to rear. That unit gets plus 5k till the end of turn, shuffle your deck. Continuous Vanguard, during your turn, if you have Blaster Blade on your rear guard, this unit gets plus 10k. Very powerful, both being used similar in its skill power to Blaster Blade, but they both are really good combo pieces in the premium Alfred deck that likes to spam force markers for Blaster Blade and restand them with the Royal Paladin Flogel. And this deck was Scary Threat when it first came out in Standard. It shouldn't be long before this makes a reappearance in Premium. Number 3, Escapade the Blaster V-Series. Auto Vanguard, when placed, counterblast 1, choose 1 card from your soul, put all the other cards from your soul into the drop zone. When this unit attacks during this turn, this unit battles all your opponent's units in one attack. Auto Van, at the end of the battle this attack, put 2 cards from your hand into soul. Retire this unit. Ride a Blaster Blade from your soul as stand. If you could not ride, you lose. With this ability to be able to multi-Vanguard attack, like next stage, it is not surprising this reached this far up on the list. Being able to make your opponent have to guard you, having the ability to do 4 drive checks that turn and wiping your opponent's board while you're at it, seems very powerful in my opinion. And with that, we reach our top 2. Before we get to the final top 2, quick memo is that these 2 were really hard to choose which one deserved the top slot. You can change it intermittently if you like to. Like what you have seen, please drop a like or subscribe, it really helps. Number 2, Seeker Thingseeker Dragon. Legion is search for Blaster Blade Seeker, Auto Vanguard, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 3, choose 2 cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If this unit is Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card named Seeker Thingseeker Dragon, rewrite it as stand, shuffle your deck, choose 1 card named Blaster Blade Seeker from your soul and Legion. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, this unit gets plus 2k until the end of that battle. So this card here is one of the strongest Legions in this game. Only lost favor because it got power crept by Strides. Legioning with Thingseeker won so many people games. Now that you can Legion again, you can multi-attack with Thingseeker again, being able to apply so much pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if we see massive reoccurrence of Thingseeker decks. Number 1, Maasai Lord Blaster. Continuous Vanguard, during your turn, if you have 6 units with blasters in their different card names, this unit gets original power and crit of all your rear guards. Auto Vanguard, when your drive check reveals a card with blaster in its card name, you may call it that card to open rear. Finally, a stride that can make this deck work. Kid you not, the reason why this deck hasn't been able to work in Premium is we have all the blasters we need to be able to do this, but we do not have a stride that benefits for Lord Blaster's ability. We lose it to gain this, so it made no sense to stride when you were trying to always hit for 6 crit. Now having this unit, you can pretty much keep the pressure that you were trying to do with Lord Blaster. Plus, the new support of Wingle the Brave, being able to search any of your blasters, helps this deck climb and search whatever blaster you need to be able to achieve this power and crit of this stride. So with that, all that I have for you guys, so please let me know what you think. Until next time, stay safe, and this was my top 10 for Holy Dragon Crystaluster Dragon.